Alright guys, so today we're going to be comparing two different hand saws. The first one we're going to be looking at is just a standard Dewalt handsaw, nothing fancy. Now the second one we're going to be looking at is kind of special. This is the brand new Dewalt electric handsaw. This one, as you can see, they basically just took their standard handsaw and they electrified it. Now what they did was they put in a hydrogenated reverse threaded helix cylinder inside the handle right in here. Now layman's terms, that just means that this cylinder, when it's electrified, will shake back and forth. That's really all it is. It's nothing crazy fancy. So now you can plug this in and then that cylinder will shake back and forth and it will actually do the sawing for you. So now instead of like whenever you're cutting through 4x4s or a bunch of 2x4s in a row or whatever, you won't get any cramps, you won't get fatigued anymore. You can just kind of just like line this up, plug it in, and then it does the sawing for you. So we're gonna give it a test and we'll see how it works. So the first test that we're gonna be doing is I just have a basic 2x4 and just a normal saw. We're gonna cut through it first, one time with this saw, one time with the electric saw, and then we'll talk about the differences. So I'm just gonna go for kind of a slim little sliver here. I gotta get a little bit started. This thing kind of sucks. Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. It was a little weird there in the beginning, but once you get to some momentum and you get going, it's fine. Cuts just like you would expect. All right, so the regular handsaw did pretty good. Let's try out the electric one. I think it's probably going to be a little bit rough in the beginning, but once it gets going, I think it should be all right. So let's go ahead and plug it in. All right, so yeah, I don't know about this. This thing might not be that good. Okay, so I think what I did wrong was I think I was applying too much pressure, and then once this thing starts going, it just doesn't want to stop. So once I put too much pressure down on it, there was just no controlling it. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try to finish this cut, but I'm gonna try to kind of just like let the saw do the work instead of trying to like push down. All right, now let's just, well, see now I gotta get it in that little slot. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, it's coming right up. There we go. Okay, this seems to be working. Okay. That actually wasn't too awful bad. I mean, besides dumping the whole table on the floor and everything, it seems to cut the same as it should. Although about the whole like reducing fatigue thing, I kind of feel like I'm more fatigued than I was whenever I used just a regular saw, because you're kind of having to like fight with this thing pretty good. Let's try cutting something bigger and see if we can even do it. All right, so as you can see, we have stepped it up quite a bit. We have gone from a 2x4 to a 4x4. This is obviously going to be more of a challenge, but we'll see if we can do it. Getting started is always the toughest part. Wow. Wow. That took, I feel like that took more than twice as long. And I don't know if you can see it that well, but it was definitely not a straight cut whatsoever. Very, very slanted. So let's get the electric one. All right, Let the challenge begin. This is gonna be tough. Come on, find a groove. Find a groove. There we go. Come on. Calm down. Okay, well, I mean, the cut is still kind of slanted. Honestly, I'd have to go back and like look at the exact times. I feel like that was a little bit faster, and that also seemed to be just a little bit easier. You know, it was a little bit harder to get the, to get that initial cut in there, but once it got going, having that cylinder in there that helps you move back and forth really helps smooth out the cut. It's actually not that bad. So we have just one more test that I want to try out. That 2x4 and that 4x4 were both very, very soft wood. So I want to know how it's going to work with hardwood. So I have this piece of oak here. I'm going to try it with this saw first, and then we'll try it with the electric saw. I've never cut oak with a handsaw. Let me score it a little bit. This is going to be tough. Wow. Wow, you really gotta get in there and force it down. It seems like it cuts pretty quick. It's just like you really gotta work that saw in there to cut through that. And you end up with an absolutely horrible edge. I think the electric saw is gonna have some problems. All right, hopefully this thing doesn't take me for a ride. I think I need to be at like a downward angle. Let's see if we can just get like this maybe. Come on. I don't know about you, that was way faster, and it seemed like, I mean, besides if you look here, besides the little bit of damage that we caused by trying to, get a place started, that was just as fast, if not faster, than the regular handsaw. This thing is really, really impressive. All right, so my final thoughts on these two saws. Personally, I would highly, highly recommend the electric saw because one simple reason. The electric saw can do every single thing that this saw can do and more. So like, if you are in a position where, say you can't plug this thing in, or maybe whenever you do plug it in, it just has too much power and like you saw it knocked over my table, like it just gets out of control too fast, you can just unplug it and then now you have a regular handsaw. But then say the next day you have something big that you need to cut through, like a couple 4x4s, and you would like to, not be as tired and you'd like a little extra help cutting through those, plug it in, and then you have all the extra help you need. You're not going to get fatigued or anything. And honestly, in most cases, especially like with the hardwood, the electric saw even cut through it better. I don't really see a reason to buy the non-electric version over the electric version. The electric version is only $10 more. So, I mean, I think for $10 more, you're getting a great value. And like I said, I honestly see absolutely no reason to not go with this version. I think it's great. I like it. Good job, Dewalt. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.